Yo, it's the Bedliner plug here with Alpha Liner. Today's test, who's tough? We're gonna mix some Raptor, we're gonna mix some Alpha. I have a sample set here where I make my samples with, so I'm gonna mix them, I'm gonna pour them and make some sample sizes. Then, after I make the sample sizes, I have a clear container for each one that I'm gonna pour into. I'm gonna let them dry for 72 hours. And I've got my friend here, handy dandy bandsaw. We're gonna cut through the cups and see who's actually tough. All right, let's get to mixing. Uh-oh, I can't get the top off. This is all on camera. All right, we're just gonna do it this way. All right, Raptor catalyzes with 8 ounces of their catalyst. And that's what I've got in here, 8 ounces. Now it's time to mix this stuff for 2 minutes. All right, let's go. All right, 2-minute mix. Now it's time to pour. I'm gonna pour 2 samples of this. See if I can get it all flat and level. All right, samples poured. All right, now I've got my good clear cup. See, it says Raptor right there. I'm gonna pour some in here. I think that's a good enough level there. We're gonna let this dry for 72 hours, and we're going to do a side-by-side comparison with Alpha. All right, now it's time to mix up some Alpha Liner in this side-by-side comparison. Got the A component here. Let's get some color. I'm gonna pour about 1 ounce of color in this. It's about all our system needs. All right, got some color in there. Now let's get some catalyst here. 8 ounces of this goes in. There's 4. And 8. All right, now it's time to mix this for 1.5 minutes, 90-second mix. Let's get to it. All right, now it's time to pour Alpha, and let's see what happens in the pour test. Let's see how this works out. I think that's enough. Okay, we will be back in 72 hours to check on how these dry in the sample sets, how the cups dry, and then we'll be over here with my nice good old friend, the bandsaw, to cut through to see what happens and to determine who's tough. All right, we're back. We're 5 days after our initial pour of Raptor and Alpha. Poured them in cups, and I also have a tray that does our sample sizes. So we'll take a look at all of these. What we have in the cup seems to be that the Raptor, it did have a lot of expansion, but it has shrunk significantly. But I can literally dump it out of the cup. It's a pretty squishy sample, not solid at all. It's got a lot of air pockets in it, and real squishy. But you know, let's check out Alpha. Alpha seems to be a solid piece. Hard, firm, not squishy at all. Literally the same size of the cup, so nothing that we would say is shrinking in regards to the liner when it comes to that. We can also take a look at our sample sizes in our sample tray, so we can see what those look like in a close-up manner. To the sample tray, we can see Raptor has a massive amount of shrinkage, and it's already pulled itself out of the sample tray. So that's what we have here. I can take this sample, I can bend it, and it will split down the center. And then I can easily tear it. I can take our samples, pull it out of the sample tray, bend it, not splitting at all. Matter of fact, I can't even tear it. No matter what I do as far as the force goes, can't tear it or mar it. The rest of the way we go through this test is, why not do something a little extravagant? Take the sample size and cut it with a bandsaw. So get some safety glasses. Time to cut it. Looky there, cut like butter, but look at all of these holes in there, and it's falling apart. Look at that. Falling apart. Not so tough, huh? Now let's try the Alpha. Looks like a solid piece of material. No holes, no dusting out, nothing. There you have it. Our test is complete. The poured sample that we cut on the bandsaw from Raptor, we see it's inferior. The so-called King of Tough is not so tough. And the sample that we poured with Alpha Liner, the Alpha and protective coatings, is extremely tough. Can't even squeeze it. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to share it. And also make sure that you go to DIYBedliner.com for more information.